if I don't buy something, I don't think I can use their facilities. Somebody needs to wipe down the toilet every single time somebody takes a poop. So I don't want to leave something like that when they have to pay somebody to do so. So I was like, okay, I don't want to do it. Somebody's going to get mad at me. I'm just gonna leave it. So from a very young age, I've already had a lot of pooping problems. I would get these really hurtful stomach aches in the middle of the class. However, I do not want to piss off the teacher, so I had to sit an hour and a half in my seat just before I can use the washroom, and then it's always a terrible time. So I didn't shit my pants, I don't think so. I've gotten it slightly dirty. Just imagine the audience going right now. So this time it was literally me shitting my pants. From downtown, I was headed back home. I really had to go. I think I was clubbing, so I was like a bit drunk, and my food had to come out. Get onto the subway. I, at this point, already have to go. I did not know. I think it was even before Android phones, so I was kind of like, oh, I really need to go. I can't even search up anything. So I'm like, okay, wait it. I'm sure there's a washroom in the TTC somewhere. That was the worst day where subway was closed. I had to get off, get on a shuttle bus, then move to another bus to get back home. It was a long way ride, and I didn't know that all of this was happening. So it was like one after the other, just hitting my blocking points, as you may call it. And each time I arrived at a subway, the washroom was completely closed for some reason. Either the door was locked or a janitor was cleaning it. So it was late at night. Each time I was like in an excruciating pain, just walking towards it. And once I reached one of the last subway stations, I remember I had to walk to the bus, and I just could not hold it at that point. I think at that point, it literally just flooped right out into my underwear. I was kind of like, oh my god. And I was really embarrassed to get on a subway, on a bus at that point. So I looked around, I was like, okay, I need to get it all out of my pants. At least some of it has to leave my pants. I look around, everywhere has lights all over the place. This was not a rural area, this was urban to the max. Just find somewhere with some kind of walls and just let it rip, because I cannot find anywhere that'll let me poop. Everything's closed. I run to a building thinking that there was a washroom. There was no washroom. I come back out and I'm like, okay, something needs to go. So I literally get on top of, you know how in a hotel there's kind of like, they have like shrubberies, flowers, pine trees, decorated at the front to make them look exquisite, sophisticated, nice. I shat on that. I emptied out my underwear, pooped. Not gonna describe anymore, just hotel front, poop, and shrubberies, and right beside me was one of those little lamps that brightens up everything. However, I got the hell out of there as soon as everything was gone, but that was the most embarrassing time I can ever imagine. Oh my god, I let everything out. Then I get back on the subway, on the bus. Literally can smell myself at this point. I bet people could smell me too. It was so embarrassing. I got home, I threw everything, threw the underwear in the garbage. Didn't want my mom to even smell it at all, and I got the hell out of there. So that was the most embarrassing shitting pants story I've ever had. Leave me a comment if you want to share some of your own experiences. I highly doubt I'm gonna see a comment down there, but leave it anyways. I'll see you guys next week, and hope you guys have a wonderful day, and bye. The only person that seems remotely famous on this one, well, not remotely famous, but famous enough for me to know a lot about them is Demi Lovato. Now that one was a lot of fun because I was like, oh yeah,